Our dreams are so different from one another, but we all share that common thread, that desire we all have to have the freedom of our time, to be able to spend our time as we wish, to put our heart and our soul, our emotions, our mind, body, and spirit into the moment, whether it's planned, unplanned. We get a tough phone call that we have to be somewhere for whenever we need to be. We all share that common desire to have that kind of time freedom. Enlightenment makes that honest, genuine connection between being financially free and having that kind of time freedom. The single most effective way to steal that time freedom from yourself, the nourishment and the security from yourself and from your family, is to maintain a codependency on money that you get from a job. It's the single most effective way to rip yourself off with taxes, your time freedom, and everything else that I just mentioned in the beginning of this video. What the biggest business owners need is obedient wage and salary workers, people that don't even question that as a legitimate way to provide freedom and security and nourishment for their families. What they don't want is for you to develop yourself into a free-thinking human being using your free-thinking critical faculties to question that nonsense. They want more for themselves at the expense of less for you and for your family. A job is an asset and an income that you do not own and you have zero control over. Zero control is the essence of the highest risk possible. Full control is lowest risk. A job, you don't own it, you know it, you have no control over it, therefore it's the highest risk, and it was sold to you. Unforgivably and unredeemably so, your job was sold to you as a legitimate way to provide nourishment and security for your family, and even time freedom, because they act like they care about your dreams when they've stolen them from you. But you know what? You don't have to allow that to continue anymore. You can draw a line in the sand. You can have the humility to question the status quo and to question what you've believed. I went through that myself back in 2007, where I had to have that humility to question all of those things and things that I personally believed that I found to be totally ridiculously untrue. And I'm not saying this to put down jobs. Jobs are great. What I'm saying is if you have a dependency on a job for the income to provide security and nourishment for your family, then you're living an obedient slave and wage earner, probably defending it as a legitimate way to live, giving them more at the expense of less for yourself. And you can have an awakening like I did, and like very few people do, because most people don't want to be risky, contrarian thinking people, because sometimes we're made to feel inferior by people that need to protect, fight tooth and nail over what's destroying them and robbing them of their soul, their spirit, their time freedom, robbing them of being able to be present in the moment at their own leisure without having to ask permission from other people. But you know what? In my personal opinion, it's worth it to be contrarian against that kind of nonsensical mainstream thinking and mainstream programming. It's not just being taught and thought, it's programmed from the time that you're born all the way up to now, through the rest of your life. And it's up to you if you want to tap into your free-thinking, critical faculties to question that nonsensical garbage and maybe do something more worthwhile and better for yourself. But typically, it starts with having enough humility to question what you've believed, just like I did. And then you can be on that better, more worthwhile path to providing real nourishment and security for yourself and from your family, and getting the time freedom that we all want to be able to go after your dreams or whatever it is that you want to do. Be a bigger philanthropist, a bigger family person, a better this or that, whatever it is that you want to be. That kind of stuff turns me on. And, everybody wants that time freedom, but we're sold a pack of lies about having a job is a legitimate way to become self-reliant. There is no self-reliance in depending on a job for your income because you don't own it. What is there to be self-reliant about something that you do not own, that you depend on, something that you're needy for, that you do not own and have no control over, but you're needy for it, or you can't live or provide nourishment or security for your family? There's nothing self-reliant. It's a very unhealthy codependence. And it's complete nonsense that it was sold to you as a pack of lies for how it's been sold to you as, and everybody else for that matter. So don't feel bad. I don't say it to demonize anybody. I'm just letting you know. Hopefully expand how you think about and look at those things and get out of that mainstream way of programming and find a better way that works for you. That's all I'm saying. So if you dig this kind of thing, you know somebody else that might like it, pass it on. Click the share button and pass it on if you feel this is worthwhile. And I've also got my website, fireyourboss.xyz. I love that name, not .com. Don't go there. I know it's a force of habit, but fireyourboss.xyz. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it lit up some new brain cells that have never been lit up before, because it's really, really different way of thinking, and I genuinely, authentically mean every word of this video. Bye for now. My next video coming soon. Take care, everyone.